Hi, so today we're going to focus on engaging and strengthening our glute muscles or our butt muscles. Some of our biggest muscles in our body, really important for a lot of proper function, and a lot of times are not being utilized fully in our daily activity, in our functional exercises, to help protect our back, to help protect our knees, to make our activity the most efficient as possible. A lot of people have what we call dead butt syndrome, where those muscles are inhibited and they're not turning on. So I'm going to try to take you through a little tutorial and workout on how to turn them on. So start by finding a couch or a table and a pillow, and you're going to completely relax your upper body and trunk on that. Okay, so I'm putting my hips up against the table or your couch or your bed or whatever it is, completely relaxing. This helps take my back muscles out of it. A lot of times we compensate by overactivating our lumbar extensors, our back muscles. From here, I'm going to, while keeping my knees straight to start, I'm going to just lift and lower one of my legs. So as I do that, I'm squeezing my butt. You can tap it, that helps engage those muscles. You can put another pillow up here, making sure you're not trying to lift up your upper back. I want you completely relaxed over the table, so that way you're fully extending at the hip and you're not compensating anywhere else, hopefully. 3 more, 2, 1. Now we're going to take the hamstrings out of just a little bit by bending the knee. So we're focusing on the glute max even more here. This might be a little harder if you're very hamstring dominant. You might not go up as high. That's okay. As long as when you lift, you're feeling the muscle tighten a little bit. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch sides. My hips are neutral. That means that as I'm lifting this other leg up, the toes and the knee are facing down. So I'm not internally or externally rotating at the hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee, still extending at the hip here, but it's going to be a little bit harder at those glutes because we took the back out. We kind of took the hamstrings out a little bit by bending the knee. Now it's all on Tushy to do the work. 6, like you're stamping your foot onto the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. We're not done. Now, I'm going to have you lie down. You can go on the ground, or if you have a table like this or whatever. Put a pillow underneath your belly if needed, if you have trouble laying down on your stomach. So now we're going to do a lift of the leg with the knee straight again. If you feel like you really get into that back still and you're not mostly moving through the hips and the glute, you can put another pillow on your belly. But hopefully after that first exercise, you have the idea of what it should feel like, it's gonna be a little bit harder or about the same depending on your strength level, honestly, and kind of your body mechanics a little bit. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee, stamp the ceiling. 9, 8. So the glute max extends at the hip. That's what we're doing here. It also externally rotates the hip. So that's like if I were to move out like that, that's external rotation. But we're focusing on proper extension of the hip. A lot of people get in the habit when they're walking, they're slouched over. They never even end up extending through the hip when they're walking. A lot of times you'll get tightness in the front of the hips because you're not really engaging your glutes properly. Go ahead and switch sides. Straight knee first. 4. Again, I'm resting my head on the table on purpose, trying to completely rest my upper trunk. So that way my back is relaxed. I'm extending and engaging through my tushy muscles primarily, not overly working through my back. And 1, bend that knee, stamp up there to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Last but not least, all of us physical therapists' favorite exercise practically, bridges. So I saved this for last because I wanted to make sure you really knew how to turn on your muscles here. Okay, to properly do a bridge, we're gonna squeeze our butt first. So squeeze the cheeks like there's a $100 bill between there. You don't wanna lose it. Keep squeezing the cheeks. Make sure your core is turned on too here. But we're gonna focus on the glutes. As you hinge up, you're still squeezing. Tap the tushy if you need to. Tell it to turn on if it's not. It should not be overly working through here, right there. Okay, and bring it down. Squeeze the butt as you lift and lower down and release the cheeks. Squeeze the cheeks and lift and release. A lot of people will feel this if they're doing it incorrectly. They'll feel it through the hamstrings or the low back. You should primarily feel this through the glutes. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hopefully you started to feel those muscles working. Follow my videos for more tips, and I have a lot of videos that advance those glute muscles, so go ahead and check those out.